Good day! This is Group 1 and this is Quintet Task 8. We are tasked to solve this problem. To solve the number of errors made on motor skills according to the hours of sleep they were deprived. So when you put this on SPSS, this is what it would look like. I have 3 groups, the 24-hour group, 36-hour group, and the 48-hour group. To run one-way ANOVA, you must press Analyze. Compare means one-way ANOVA. And by default, your data should be on the left side here. So we would put number of errors made on motor skills on dependent list, since that is our dependent variable, the variable that we are trying to measure. And hours of sleep deprivation on factor. Press options, click descriptive, post hoc, and you also want to check 2 keys. These are the various methods of post hoc test, but we are only going to use 2 keys for now. And we have alpha level of 0.05. Press continue and press OK. After clicking OK, 4 tables would appear, but first let's go to descriptives, which would indicate the number of participants in each group and the total score, their mean, their total, standard deviation, and other informations. The second table is the ANOVA, which would indicate the sum of squares, the degree of freedom, mean square, f-score, and p-value. So first we would interpret this by comparing the p-value to 0.05. Or alpha level. So our p-value is less than 0.001. So that gives us automatically a significant test. The test scores differ significantly somewhere between the groups. But in this context, less than 0.001 is not specific, so what you would do is double click the table and click on the less than 0.001, and you must hover your cursor over the p-value. So that's our specific p-value, 0.0003. I don't know how many zeros that is, but that's what you want to do when you want to report the p-value in a specific way. So this is what it will look like in APA format. The number of hours of sleep deprivation had a significant impact on motor skills, F, and our degrees of freedom, which is 2 and 12. That is between groups and within groups. We would also put our F value, which is 45.24, and of course our p-value is equal to less than 0.001. But if you want to report it specifically, like I said, you can also put 0.00003, whatever, how many zero that is. Okay. Next, we are going to proceed to the multiple comparisons table, which lay out all the group and compare them to the other. So we have 6 pairs right here, but we only need 3, so for us not to be redundant, I made a separate table right here, and I also translated the p-value, which have less than 0.001, to its specific counterpart. So we have the test that compares 24 hours and 36 hours of sleep deprivation, which have a p-value of 0.013, 24 and 48 has a p-value of 0.00002, 36 and 48, which has a p-value of 0.175. So all of them tells us that they have a significant differences, but like what was demonstrated in the video, I would input which is greater from the 2 pairs. So 24 hours of sleep deprivation and 36 hours of sleep deprivation. Obviously, the mean of 36 hours of sleep deprivation is greater than 24 hours. So we would put 36 is greater than 24, which means you are more likely to make errors in your motor skills when you are sleep deprived for 36 hours. That goes the same for 24 and 48. 48 hours is greater than 24 hours. And that's what we would also do from the next pair. 48 hour is greater than 36 hours of sleep deprivation in terms of making errors in motor skills. Okay, so lastly, the homogeneous subset. Like what was said on the video, we should follow this statement. Groups that share the same column are not significantly different. Groups that do not share the same column are significantly different. In this context, they have a different column, which means they are significantly different from each other. In a cluster, this is what it would look like. They are also separate from one another because they are significantly different. So we could see the number of differences that they have right here on the columns. So that's it. Thanks for listening.
I think I like long conversations, amusing observations. It's a single best combination for me. Let's talk about